This is the ORAIMO SPACEBUDS, and I have a lot to say about it. But first off, shout out to Miss Techie for giving me this. This whole review wouldn't have been possible without her. I broke down this review into 10 different categories, and I'm going to rate each category over 10. And at the end of this video, I'm going to give it a final percentage over 100%. So first off is the unboxing experience. I posted a short form content about a week ago. If you want to see me unboxing this product for the first time, you can check it out in the short section on my channel. So for those of you that will be unboxing this for the first time, the first thing you need to do is just slide this out. It's actually not difficult. And then the next thing is to open it up from this part. It's magnetic, so you're going to have to pull on it a bit. And the first thing you are greeted with is a pack that contains the charger, the ear tips, and also the manuals and instructions. So that's what you're going to find here. You're going to find the ear tip in this section and the ORAIMO cord in this other section. And also you're going to find the manuals and instructions in this section. So that's all you get from this pack here. And then next you're going to have to peel off this. It's just a protective covering that shows you that you're done with this part. And next thing you're going to see is the SpaceBuds itself. So this is the SpaceBuds. Actually very cool. For the unboxing experience, I'll give it an 8 out of 10 because it's quite easy to unbox, but if you're doing it for the first time, you might experience some difficulties and confusion on what to do and what not to do. So for the second category, we have the design and build quality. Now, ORAIMO actually did a good job with the SpaceBuds because the design quality is actually quite beautiful with the matte finish at the front and the solid finish at the back. And for the build quality, it feels very solid. It doesn't feel like something that would fall apart the minute it hit the ground. And it's also quite compact. It doesn't feel like there's any extra space that is unneeded. Everything you are seeing here serves a purpose and it serves its purpose well. So for the design and build quality, I would give it a 9 out of 10. The next category is connectivity. And something quite cool happened when I connected this to my phone for the first time. The connection was almost instant. It happened between 5 to 7 seconds and it registered my name and connected as Studio Anime's SpaceBuds, which I think is pretty cool. I'm guessing it took the name of the owner of the phone and just used it to connect the SpaceBuds, which I think it's quite cool and makes it feel more personal. So for the connectivity, I didn't experience any stress or any difficulty at all, and I was quite impressed with what it did, so I would give it a 10 out of 10 for connectivity. The next category is the sound and mic quality, which I believe is the most important quality and category on this SpaceBuds. So for the sound quality, ORAIMO did an amazing job. Since I got this SpaceBuds last week, I've been using it to listen to music, sermons, everything I listen to for a whole week. And I must tell you that the sound quality is amazing. In terms of noise cancellation, the ORAIMO SpaceBuds can block up to 50 decibels of noise. You may not understand what that means, but just for context, the AirPods 2 can block only up to about 30 decibels. So to show you the kind of upgrade that the SpaceBuds has. I used it to listen to different genres of music, and I can tell you that ORAIMO balanced it well. From the bass to the treble to the highs to the lows, you will get a very good sounding experience. So for the sound quality, I'll give it a 9 out of 10. Now for the mic quality. The mic quality isn't as good as the sound quality, unfortunately. I called a lot of people with it and I had different experiences and different reactions from different people. The first set of people I called were not really bothered. They couldn't really tell the difference, so we just had a normal conversation. And then there was the second set of people who knew that there was something wrong with how my audio was sounding. They were hearing me, but it wasn't that clear. And then the last set of people couldn't even hear me at all, and I had to eventually disconnect just so they could hear what I was trying to say. So I guess when it comes to the mic, it depends on the kind of phone you are using, and also depends on the kind of phone the other person receiving your call is using. But in terms of mic quality, I can give this a 6 over 10. The next category, we have the battery. I've used about 4 AirPods in my lifetime, and this has to be the best battery I've seen so far. For context, the last time I charged these AirPods was the day I got it, which was on the 1st of October, and I've not charged it since then. And I've been using it every single day for at least 1 hour, 30 minutes, and the battery is still above 30%. So for battery, I would say it has an amazing battery life. It can offer you uninterrupted listening for about 40 hours without active noise cancellation on, and about 28 hours with active noise cancellation on. So I would say it has a very good battery life, and I'd rate it a 9 out of 10, just because I'm yet to see a battery that will give us 3 months straight of uninterrupted listening time. The next category is fit and comfort, and I'm actually glad I waited for about a week before doing this review, because on this category I've changed my opinions about 3 times. Let me explain. Now, when I first got the spacebuds and I put them in my ear, it was very comfortable and it fit my ear perfectly until I began to move around with them. And I noticed I couldn't run or move around too much, otherwise the spacebuds would fall out of my ear. So my first opinion of the spacebud was it fits well. Then my second opinion was it actually doesn't fit that well, because if you run or do anything that affects your body or your head area a lot, it will fall off. But then I realized that was why we have different ear tips. So I changed the ear tips to the smallest ear tip they have, and it became very fitting. I mean, I could shake my head for minutes and the spacebuds wouldn't fall off. So my last and final decision concerning how fitting the spacebuds is, it's actually quite fitting depending on your ear type. And ORAIMO graciously provided different ear tips for your kind of ears. And for comfortability, it's actually quite comfortable when you put them in your ears. You can leave it there for hours and not even feel affected or feel bothered, and it won't really have any effect on your ear. So for comfort and fitness, I would give it a 9 out of 10 as well. The next category is the controls, and straight out of the box, the ORAIMO controls is actually quite easy to remember. It has a touch sensor, so it's easy to do everything with your finger. Hold to put on or put off, you tap once to pause or play, and you double tap to skip. All these are quite easy to remember and easy to carry out. So for the controls straight out of the box, and you understand why I'm saying this later, I would give it a 9 out of 10. The next category is the customization, and ORAIMO did an amazing job with this one. You can customize the spacebuds to suit your taste, from the colors to the controls, even to the voice that informs you about the current state of your spacebuds. It can all be customized to your taste. So for example, instead of hearing the automated voice that tells you connected, disconnected, noise cancellation on, noise cancellation off, and stuff like that, you can customize it to your own voice by recording your own voice to the ORAIMO spacebuds, and you will hear your own voice instead. I think that's very cool. You can also customize the colors you get when you slide up on your ORAIMO spacebuds. So I've customized mine to be orange. It comes with the original color of moonlight, but I've customized mine to be orange, and there are different colors you can customize it to be, from yellow to blue to purple. It depends on your choice. You can also customize the control, so you determine when you want to skip to the next or pause or do any of those functions I mentioned earlier. So for customization, I would give it a 10 out of 10 because you don't have a lot of spacebuds doing this and the customization just works so well. For the final category, we have the OroSound App, and this is what makes customization and settings and personalizing your spacebuds easy. When I heard about the app, I thought it was going to be buggy and a little bit out of sync with the spacebuds, but that was not the case at all. You can do a lot of things using the ORAIMO app. That's where your customization will take place, like I said earlier. It's also where you can personalize your spacebuds, like the name and other features it provides you with. The ORAIMO app will also make you see the battery percentage of both your case and the right and left ears of the spacebuds. So it's actually a very decent app, and I would also give it a 10 out of 10 because I'm yet to see anything that is wrong with the app. In terms of size, it's about 60 something MB and it's quite functional. So I'll give it a 10 out of 10 because, again, it's an amazing innovation and I love how it syncs so well with the spacebuds. So if I have to give the ORAIMO spacebuds an overall rating out of all the categories I listed, I would give it an 85% because it's actually very good and very solid. To get one, you can visit the ORAIMO website. It's retailing for about 53,500 naira, but you can get it for the meantime at 42,900 naira on the ORAIMO website. What are your thoughts about the spacebuds? Let me know in the comment section down below. Do all to like, subscribe, and share for more reviews like this, and I'll see you in the next one.